Welcome. Hi, my name's Debbie Gilbert and I am the founder of the Best Businesswomen Awards. And today I am joined by our 2019 winner, Carmel Saulbrey from Carmel Jane Photography, who won our most inspiring businesswoman last year in 2019, which is amazing. She's got a great business that she's had for the last 10 years. So, Carmel, tell us more about your business and what made you start it.
Hello, Debbie. I was a wedding photographer with my ex-husband, and I think that's, for a while. I left him and I started doing weddings on my own. And then a couple of years after I was doing weddings on my own, I got stage 2 breast cancer. Had the whole 3 operations and 7 rounds of chemo and radiotherapy and tamoxifen and everything. And I was seriously ill. And it made me realise that I couldn't sign up to weddings so far in advance. I had 2 little boys who were about twins who were 8 years old. And I just, getting ill made me really look at what I wanted. Photography, especially wedding photography, is physically demanding job. So I had a couple of dance schools who I did their photography, and I just said, right, I'm going to change from being a kind of a one-man band who exchanges time for money, and I'm going to start scaling up my business. With the dance schools, it's repeat customers, it's a repetitive kind of photography. I could train people how to do it. So I started, and I was the one doing all the phone calls. I was doing the photography, I was booking them in. I had someone help with editing, and then I slowly built up my team. And we now do 300 dance schools all around the southeast. We don't even really advertise. We just do a bit of Facebook messaging. We are the biggest dance school photography company by a long way. And then 3 years ago, we got asked to do school photography with a local independent school, and now we're up to 120 schools. And our school photography, which I love doing, especially with the senior schools, is we use the same lighting and setup that we'd use for a high-end corporate headshot. And so I feel like we've changed the industry a bit, rather than just kind of knocking it through, and I think a lot of parents complain about the school photography is actually creating images that parents love and that the kids are actually proud of as well. So we do commercial photography, we do films, but dance schools is our core business, and our school photography as well.
Wow. And so, what made you enter the most inspiring businesswoman category last year?
Well, I've won a few other business awards. I won kind of locally some Employer of the Year and Sales and Marketing. I won a County Employer of the Year, which I'm really proud of, actually. I think that I've won that twice because it is all about looking after my team. But when I saw your awards, Debbie, and they are national and they're obviously a high caliber award, and that it was all around women, I just knew I had to enter. And I've got to say, I'm not just saying this because this interview, but Most Inspiring Businesswoman was by far and away my favourite. And actually that week, we're kind of really busy. We'd come out into school season, and the award was a second to last award. And actually, I just went back to my table and was crying. And one of my team members was with me. And she didn't really know what to do, but I was just quite overwhelmed by it, actually. I was just, I was absolutely thrilled to win that award.
But you weren't expecting to win?
No, I think on our table, no one won anything. I think I've been up for some other business. I was like, oh wow. So I was drinking too much wine, probably, Debbie. That might have made me a bit teary as well. But it was completely didn't expect to win, and was just thrilled to have won it.
Oh, well, I'll let you into a little secret. There were 112 women that entered that category.
Wow. Oh, okay. Makes it even better. Wish I'd known that on the night. That's amazing.
And the judges were so impressed with what you've done with your business and really saw you as a massive inspiration to other women. And in fact, the judging panel were unanimous on giving you that award. So to stand out amongst loads of people, and there were some really good entries in there as well. And we had some really great finalists. It's always a tricky decision. But I think they felt you were a real trailblazer and that you were really inspirational to other women. And that's quite a cause quite close to your heart, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we're a largely female team. So there's, of my 30 team, actually only one's a man. So, yeah, we are equal opportunities employers, Debbie. But I think maybe the dance, we started with dance, everything was pink. We've got a really strong female team. A lot of my team are young women or their mums. So I really love that we can support women, whatever. So nearly everyone's on different hourly rate contracts rather, and their times, because I just think it's important that we get the work-life balance. So, and dance schools we work with, most of them are owned by women. So inspiring other women is something that is it is something I really, really, so important to me. And actually winning the award came in the same month as my business hit the £1 million turnover. And if you said to me a few years ago, your business would turn over £1 million, or, wouldn't have believed it. And in actual fact, with those two together, and this Most Inspiring Businesswoman for National Awards, and so I launched my Tabletop to 1 million campaign. And this doesn't come from a place of judgment, but if more women, and I think maybe a little bit of self-belief, maybe just a little bit more courage, or more role models, because we don't really know about many women entrepreneurs who have done really, really well, and just to grow their business. Because as I've grown my business, I can be a better employer, so I can be the change that I want to see. So Tabletop to 1 million is about encouraging more women just to aim for £1 million. And it doesn't suit everyone, because it's so hard juggling work-life balance and all the rest of it. But just hopefully becoming a bit of a role model to some other women to say, look, you can do this, and you can change your life, and more importantly, change the lives of the other women that you work for and with. So
self-belief is so important, isn't it? I mean, that's one of the reasons I set up the awards, because I felt there were so many women who kept saying to me, I'm not good enough to enter awards. And I was like, don't be ridiculous, of course you are. And in the end I thought, I need to set up some new awards that really were accessible to women who were running a small business but doing such an amazing job around their local area or nationally, or just with their delivering great service to their clients. And clearly you've delivered great service to your clients, because to have that number of clients that come back to you year after year, you must be delivering great service to them. So I mean, what are your kind of top tips for anyone thinking about entering business awards, and any little business sort of tips that you'd like to share?
Oh, I'm a huge fan of entering awards, not least because you get to put on a posh frock and go out to nice events. That's not the reason I do it, but it's a small part, actually, Debbie. No, but first of all, you have to do the entry. So you have to sit back and look at your business, and you have to, when I've done the awards, you're sitting looking at it, and it can become part of your mission statement. So it's just a good business thing to do for your business anyway. Really, really fantastic way. It's just free PR. It just puts yourself out there. People love it. You get so many social media interactions because people like a good news story. For me, it was really, really important around my team, because my message around, I said I was a good employer, and I have won Employer of the Year twice, and now Most Inspirational Businesswoman. So it kind of says, this is what I value, and actually other people recognise it as well. So for me, around team was really important. And it's a good, for me, I didn't feel like I directly got customers from it, but I think all around the PR and just, personally, it's just we all work really, really hard in our business. So it's just a really fantastic kind of person.
I'm guessing that validation in the future may help you in terms of, say, a school was looking at different photographers and you've won awards. I'm guessing that they might veer more towards the businesses that have won awards versus those that haven't.
Absolutely. And until you see your award-winning business and all that kind of thing. So yeah, so I mean, for me, it's just all the PR. It's daft not to do it, because even if you don't even get shortlisted, you still have done that process of working and looking and taking time out of your business and thinking around your business. And then to go to the event, and to also, Debbie, your awards, the most wonderful thing is you're in a room full of really cool and inspirational women. And there was just, there was all that real positivity, and I talked to loads of people, and then you sort of think, oh, well, no, I'm not worthy. There was amazing businesses in the room. So, to just attend, especially, I say, your awards were, everyone looking fabulous and just really, really amazing women.
Well, we wanted to create a celebration of all women, really, not just the winners, but the finalists as well, because I think that, knowing the number of entries we get, and it is in the hundreds, to be shortlisted, I think we had about 102 women that were shortlisted last year. And that is an achievement. I mean, there are always going to be more finalists than winners. And actually, that is an achievement that you're actually sat there. And I myself had sat at many awards. and felt as a finalist that success that I'd achieved just by getting to the final wasn't particularly celebrated. So that's why I set up the awards, because I wanted everyone to walk out of the room feeling a sense of satisfaction, whether they'd won or whether they were a finalist. So, you know, hopefully we hit the mark.
Absolutely. And all the finalists come up on the stage and everyone gets something, and everyone is, I think the way you ran the awards, it was really collective. And I've been to them where you just, you know, you win your award, you go and get it, and you're not even on stage, whereas everyone was there and everyone was in it together, really celebrating. So I absolutely think you've got it right. And all the entertainment and everything, it was a really wonderful night. But yeah, very, very collective. It was brilliant.
Thank you. And so if somebody's sitting here watching this thinking, should I enter or not? What would you advise them to do?
Come on, do it. Self-belief, bit of personal courage. Just do it. And if for no other reason, then just a good excuse to buy a posh frock and go and meet lots of other amazing women at a very, very lovely venue in London. So, yeah, I'm a huge fan of doing it. So just all the reasons that you would think it's a good idea to enter awards.
And what's the plans? What's the plans for Carmel Jane Photography going forwards?
Well, you know,
at the moment things are obviously tricky for everybody.
Well, lucky enough, I pulled the plug on we're building a big new barn, and I pulled the plug sort of, I think, on the 8th of March. So just in the nick of time. I was about to pay a big deposit on that, of the barn, like a big studio. I have just invested in an amazing, like a 6-figure printer to grow the business, and just so long as we get back to normal in September. I'd just taken on 6 new people in March. So it was all there, Debbie. So for now, it's just about accepting what's going on. I'm really working on my health and fitness, actually, ready and recuperating after actually the last 8 years I've worked kind of crazy hard. So I'm accepting lockdown as a chance to, I think a lot of people say pivot and change and look at other things, but I'm just saying, no, it's time for me to recuperate. And in actual fact, giving myself time. The first 3 weeks, I couldn't do a thing. As I've looked at my business and I've made some really, really good decisions around my core business. So I can't change whether the global pandemic goes on for 2 months, 6 months, 6 years, I don't know. But I'm really hoping that if the schools all go back pretty normal in September, amazing, but I've still, because I think maybe women are maybe a bit risk adverse, that I haven't over invested, so I'm good for a longer time than that. But yeah, just hoping that the world stays safe and we can get back to normal, Debbie, actually. So yeah,
I think that's the most important thing, and you're really coming across as really positive, which is great, which is why you're the most inspiring winner. So thank you for joining me today. We will post Carmel's details in the comments, and it's great to meet you again and really just find out a bit more about you. So it's lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks, Debbie, and keep up the good work with your awards.
Thank you.